In 3 days, we had the ability to go back in. We borrowed a bunch of money from Charity's dad to pay a lawyer, go in and basically force them out of the business, turn it into a simple loan. But they did basically try to steal my company and turn it into a Mopar restoration shop.
When one of the most prestigious custom car shops on the planet suddenly faced a subpoena over multi-million-dollar fraud allegations, the entire automotive world was left completely stunned. Behind the glamorous million-view television footage lies a brutal and devastating truth. Customers spent a fortune only to receive a bare, useless scrap metal frame. From the pinnacle of admiration icon, Dave Kindig suddenly plummeted into the depths of a fierce wave of outrage. What really happened behind those closed doors? Let's explore right now. The glamour of million-dollar handcrafted custom cars at Kindig-it Design once made millions of car enthusiasts worldwide admire in awe. Still behind it lay a shocking legal dark side as a storm of scandal officially swept through in 2022. Everything began with a seemingly lucrative and prestigious contract when over 30 doctors and healthcare professionals from across the United States came to Dave Kindig's shop. They entrusted a highly anticipated restoration project for a 1974 classic Dodge Charger with a total agreed value of up to $670,000. Right from the initial steps of the project, this group of clients promptly paid over $230,000 to $30,000 in deposits and initial costs in accordance with the contract commitment. Still, time passed, accompanied by eerie silence from the shop. Instead of the perfect footage featuring exquisite custom lines commonly seen on television, what the car owners received was utter disappointment and a feeling of being deceived. According to legal records widely reported in the Salt Lake Tribune in 2022, this group of clients decided to file a lawsuit against Kindig Design in court, with the core charges of fraud, commercial deception, and serious breach of contract. In the litigation documents, the plaintiffs alleged that after the car was brought into the shop and initially disassembled in 2019, virtually no practical progress was made for years. All they received back was a bare scrap metal frame shell completely empty in terms of the engine powertrain interior and other critical functional components. Facing the heavy allegations and massive financial losses, the legal team representing Kindig-it Design did not choose to remain silent, instead offering a formal defense to protect their reputation. They explained that these delays were entirely unintentional, stemming from the global pandemic crisis that erupted in 2019, along with nationwide automotive parts supply chain disruptions. The custom shop affirmed through explanatory documents, work was never abandoned and external objective challenges were the main cause of the slow progress. Even so, these explanations could not soothe the anger of the car owners. The legal battle quickly entered a tense phase as the matter was brought to negotiation tables through private mediation sessions to seek common ground out of court. Still, these efforts completely collapsed because the two parties could not agree on refund amounts and execution progress expectations. The doctor's legal team presented a series of actual on-site photographs along with financial invoices to prove that the car had been completely neglected with no major upgrade items performed after the initial disassembly date. As the lawsuit began to attract special attention from the media and the public, a frightening chain reaction continued to erupt. A series of former clients who had collaborated with the shop in the past began to bravely stand up and share similar terrible experiences. Typically, there was the case of a client who had to wait wearily for more than 3 years for a Camaro restoration project, but the car remained stuck in the raw bodywork stage and was never completed as originally committed. Continuous waves of complaints raised big questions about internal management capacity as the scale of fame grew out of control. With the trial schedule closing in on the dock, this multi-million-dollar scandal dealt a fatal blow to Dave Kindig's long-standing reputation. Still, before the pressure from the courtroom had a chance to cool down, another shocking event unexpectedly struck officially, killing off the golden key that had elevated their name across all media fronts. TV show cancellation shock. For over a decade, the reality television show broadcast since 2014 was not only an effective brand promotion tool, but also a springboard that brought Dave Kindig's custom car shop name to the world. Still in early 2025, shocking news was officially confirmed, leaving millions of automotive enthusiasts worldwide stunned. This hit television program was abruptly canceled from the broadcast schedule by the network closing a proud golden journey. Immediately after the information spread widely across media outlets, Dave Kindig directly spoke out to confirm the truth via an emotional post on the social media platform Instagram. In the message sent to his vast, loyal fan base, he expressed deep gratitude and reassured public opinion. "Thank you for your loyalty, and rest assured that my passion for unique custom builds and innovation at Kindig-it Design remains unchanged." Behind this sudden-cut decision lay heavy financial pressures, complex contractual constraints, and the fierce volatility of the modern reality television industry. According to analytical sources in the entertainment industry, the core reason leading to the cancellation of the program stemmed from skyrocketing production costs over time. Constantly producing high-quality footage, capturing every extremely complex manual car restoration stage required a huge budget from the network. When operating funds exceeded tolerance limits and did not yield commensurate profits, the broadcast network could no longer balance the financials to maintain this long-term project. Besides, the automotive-themed television market was also experiencing a strong saturation phase, with the massive appearance of a series of new custom car programs on various channels. This fierce competition caused a long-standing program to face countless difficulties in retaining traditional audiences and maintaining exclusive appeal on air. Although leaving behind much regret, the decision to stop broadcasting was a practical turning point in the context of the entertainment industry structure changing day by day. Putting aside stage lights and television camera lenses, Dave Kindig did not sink or collapse under the challenge. He quickly reoriented his business strategy, pouring all his dedication and time back into the roots of work at his spacious actual workshop. Instead of being busy with a dense filming schedule and endless interviews, he directly supervised each high-end custom car project, inspected every design line, and actively appeared at prestigious industry events, typically the specialized exhibition MasterTech Expo. Here, he directly shared extensive professional experience and discussed the latest automotive design technology trends with leading experts. Not stopping at commercial activities, the personal life of this famous custom car builder also found peaceful moments after so many storms. When leaving the tense workspace of the shop, Dave frequently spent time accompanying his longtime wife Charity on golf courses. Besides, he still regularly maintained social charity activities, leveraging his personal influence to support the local community and spread positive living inspiration. Still, current legal troubles were not the first time this notorious custom builder had to step foot into a courtroom. Going back to 2014, another fierce and intense legal battle had once erupted, clearly shaping the battle to protect intellectual property in the custom automotive industry. The 2014 copyright lawsuit. The legal storm originated when Dave Kindig's shop officially filed a lawsuit against Creative Controls, a company headquartered in the state of Michigan, at the Utah District Court. In the complaint, the plaintiff alleged that the defendant seriously violated intellectual property rights, including patents for exclusive inventions and copyrights for their design works. For custom car builders, creativity and originality are the soul of all construction effort. Faced with heavy legal accusations, Creative Controls did not stand idly by and immediately unleashed strong counterattacks. They filed a motion asking the court to dismiss the entire case with sharp legal arguments. The core argument of the Michigan-based company was that the Utah court had no personal jurisdiction over them whatsoever, because they did not maintain any significant commercial presence, had no employees, and did not conduct regular business activities in this state. At the same time, they also requested to transfer the entire case files back to Michigan for resolution to ensure fairness according to civil procedure. Refusing to back down, Kindig's legal team found every way to prove the legal jurisdiction of the Utah court through numerous sharp arguments. They pointed out that the defendant operated an e-commerce website specializing in receiving and processing orders from all over the country, including customers in Utah. Besides, the plaintiff also cited a historical detail, claiming that Creative Controls had once sent a custom handbrake device as a gift to their shop in Utah many years ago. Even so, both parties later admitted that a single transaction or past gift was not weighty enough to serve as a solid basis for establishing jurisdiction. The legal battle moved to a new level when investigative materials discovered that the defendant had illegally used images extracted from Kindig's Utah-hosted website. The important turning point appeared in January 2016, when the Utah District Court officially issued a ruling dividing the dispute in parts. The court's ruling stated there is sufficient legal basis to establish jurisdiction over some non-patent-related claims, but insufficient convincing evidence for claims of patent infringement. The court ruled that the defendant's website did not intentionally target the Utah market, and the handbrake gift or single transaction occurred too far back in time to serve as a core legal basis. Still, this ruling could not put an end to the lawsuit, as the two parties continued to get entangled in procedural technical disputes lasting for many months. The climax was in April 2017. The court issued a decision rejecting a motion requesting additional discovery information from the plaintiff because it deemed this request was submitted too late after the deadline had closed. To end the state of financial and time exhaustion, the case was handed over to a judge in charge of conducting settlement conferences in June of the same year. After many tense but goodwill negotiation sessions, the two parties finally found common ground to close all prolonged legal disputes. In July, the case was officially closed permanently when both parties jointly filed a stipulation of dismissal with prejudice. This meant that all claims and counterclaims were officially dismissed, and both parties completely waived the right to pursue any other legal action based on the same grounds in the future. Although specific financial terms of the settlement agreement were never publicly disclosed in publications like the Detroit News, this outcome helped Dave Kindig close an exhausting chapter of legal turbulence to continue focusing entirely on the mission of crafting timeless automotive masterpieces. Still, to have a solid empire reaching the global stage today, few people know that journey was once ignited from empty hands and an utterly reckless decision. Starting from scratch. Right from when he was a young boy growing up in his hometown, Dave early on showed a truly innate artistic talent, alongside a special, deeply rooted love for sketching. Instead of engaging in ordinary, active childhood games with other kids, he spent countless hours completely engrossed in blank pages of paper, focusing heavily on detailing the exact images of insects, bugs, and small natural creatures surrounding him every day. That rich, imaginative world soon changed direction when he realized the powerful attraction emanating from mighty moving metal masses on the streets. When shifting his full focus toward sketching cars, Dave realized this was the most perfect ultimate medium to express emotion and creativity for his whole life, finding a thrilling sense of purpose that he had never experienced before. Fully aware of the strict demands of the mechanical industry, Dave proactively stepped into a practical environment to hone his skills through his first job at a specialized facility named High Performance Coatings. Here, he directly accessed and learned every core technique of the restoration industry, ranging from in-depth metal surface treatment methods to the precise process of finishing complex technical details flawlessly. Those years of diligent work in this real combat environment created a solid springboard, successfully nurturing his burning aspiration to break through and the spirit of daring to think and do things that many once considered impossible in the field of automotive manufacturing, laying the absolute groundwork for his future achievements. The fateful moment deciding the future took place in 1991 when Dave bravely turned away to establish his own independent enterprise on his own terms. With all the meager retirement savings accumulated through years of hard physical work and dedication, he officially birthed the custom car shop Kindig Design. The first days of startup were not paved with roses or smooth like a dream. The custom shop initially operated in an extremely modest space with an area of just 4,500 square feet in Salt Lake City. Although financial resources were extremely tight and primitive equipment lacked proper conditions, absolute dedication to every smallest detail served as the sharp weapon helping him overcome all adversity. Even in his very first renovation projects, Dave consistently set the highest standards, viewing each finished product as a unique work of art. Sharing openly about his working philosophy during this difficult starting stage on the publication Car and Driver, he once powerfully affirmed, "Meticulousness and patience are the only ticket that takes you to sustainable success." This strong belief carried him through countless sleepless nights of hard labor. Good news traveled far thanks to superior crafting quality, and customers from everywhere began coming to the small shop to entrust their faith in restoring classic vintage cars. Realizing that the initial workspace was no longer spacious enough to accommodate the massive influx of orders pouring in daily, Dave took the next strategic step of expanding the scale. The resilient spirit from the early days of starting up in the cramped workshop forged a solid foundation, creating the ultimate momentum for the explosion of a globally renowned custom car empire later on. The height of fame. As fame echoed further beyond state boundaries, the initial shop space quickly became cramped before the large volume of orders pouring in from everywhere. To meet the demand for expanding production scale and upgrading service quality, Dave Kindig made a strategic turning point when deciding to relocate all operations to a huge facility up to 27,000 square feet wide. This spacious workspace created ideal conditions for him to recruit and gather a team of skilled craftsmen, talented mechanical engineers sharing a common creative vision. The perfect combination of Dave Kindig's unique design mindset and the peak craftsmanship of the entire team turned the boldest ideas on blueprints into actual masterpieces rolling on the streets. It was during this period that his custom shop continuously left strong marks at the planet's most prestigious auto shows, with the pinnacle of fame being overcoming a series of formidable competitors to win the extremely rigorous and prestigious Riddler Award. Not stopping at trophies honoring him within professional circles, the influence of Kindig-it design continued to reach further when catching the eye of major television producers. In 2014, after a wide-scale media campaign to promote the shop's image, the production crew of the program on the broadcasting network Velocity TV proactively contacted and requested a sample video to evaluate operational capacity in reality. Recognizing this as a golden opportunity to bring the brand to millions of global viewers, Dave did not hesitate to put all his effort into making the highest quality footage to send to the network. The feedback received immediately was an absolute nod of appreciation from the producer officially birthing the hit reality television show. Although stepping into the world of television entertainment and quickly becoming a global phenomenon, Dave Kindig still maintained a core principle that never changed. Before putting pen to paper to sign the official broadcast contract, he put forward strict terms to protect the authenticity and integrity of the custom cars. In interview articles recorded on the publication Hot Rod, He once clearly affirmed his professional viewpoint, "We do not build cars just to serve television broadcasts, and I will never rush to accelerate project progress just for viewership ratings." This steadfast decision helped maintain superb quality and meticulousness down to the smallest detail in every product released, which made the exclusive brand of Kindig Design. The television show quickly became one of the biggest hits, attracting a large fan base throughout multiple consecutive broadcast seasons. The authentic footage not only exposed the peak manual car crafting process from 1950s classic cars to high-performance muscle cars, but also clearly portrayed the serious working spirit and total dedication of the entire custom shop team. The brilliant success on television elevated Dave Kindig from a local custom builder to a widely admired contemporary automotive culture icon. The attraction from the brand brought countless large and small collaboration opportunities, helping the name Kindig-it Design stand firmly at the forefront of the custom car industry throughout a proud golden decade. From childhood sketch lines to the glamour of prestigious awards, Dave Kindig's journey at Kindig-it Design is truly a multi-dimensional picture of the world of handcrafted custom cars. Although the road ahead still holds many challenges, and dispute ripples are not completely closed, no one can deny the talent, persistent dedication, and great legacy he has built for global automotive culture. If the story just now brought you fresh and interesting perspectives, don't forget to hit the like button on the video, share it with friends who share the same passion for cars, and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss the next interesting footage. Hello, and see you again in future videos.